In a strange building surrounded by unfamiliar faces, a little girl clings to her father's side. Her blue headscarf and red tattered dress treasured belongings, as well as a ring she wears on her tiny finger. This is Nagma, a painfully shy 7-year-old whose dark brown eyes have witnessed far too much. Last year, this was her home, a refugee camp on the outskirts of Kabul. Her family had fled the fighting in Helmand province, but their new life would prove just as harsh. As one of 9 children, Nagma's 3-year-old brother froze to death during the brutal winter after her mother fell ill and had to be hospitalized. Her father, Taj Mohammed, borrowed $2,500 to pay for medical bills, but when he couldn't repay the debt, he married off his then 6-year-old daughter to the moneylender's 19-year-old son. It was a difficult decision, says Taj Mohammed. Everyone gives away their child, but to give her away like this was just so hard. While the presence of the international community here in Afghanistan over the past 12 years has somewhat shifted attitudes towards child marriage, the inhumane and cruel tradition is still unfortunately common. Even more so in places like these refugee camps, where economic hardship leads fathers to sell their young daughters.
Hello, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
When human rights groups found out, they contacted US lawyer Kimberly Motley.
She's very much a daddy's little girl.
The American attorney has been working in Afghanistan for the past 5 years. Her pro bono work involves representing victimized Afghan women. Through an assembly of Afghan elders known as a jirga, she managed to get Nagma out of the marriage and back to her family, with an anonymous donor paying off the debt.
I'm certainly very happy that Nagma did not have to, be married off at the age of 6. So I was very, very pleased with that. But I'd like to continue to make sure that she, gets an education, because that is something that he wants to happen for her, and that she, become successful.
Which is the reason why they're visiting Afghanistan's National Institute of Music, a school that takes orphans and underprivileged children, and is offering placements for both Nagma and her brother. While touring the school, they stop in a classroom filled with the rubab, Afghanistan's national instrument. Nagma's father used to be a musician, and this was what he played. When I couldn't pay my debt, I felt like I'd been thrown into the fire, and then someone rescued me. That was Kim. She has been so kind to me. I'm ready to do whatever Kim says. And that's to make sure his children receive an education, the only chance they may get at changing the course of their lives. Anna Corin, CNN, Kabul.